welcome to Conquering Mount Scrapmore with Brenda. I'm Brenda and we're here today with another episode of Free Pattern Friday. Yay, Free Pattern Friday. I've been having so much fun going on the internet, looking for stuff, drafting out ideas to give you fun, free ideas for Free Pattern Friday. We've been having a blast doing that. So the cutting instructions and everything for this block are going to be in the show notes below, and it's really important you get into those show notes. Now, this is called, I'm calling this one a split star because, you know, we can just play around with colors, light, dark, medium values, low volume. It's a really good scrap buster, and you don't need to keep in a color, like one color family, right? Like this is kind of browns, but you could do anything as long as you have the dark, medium, light, and then low volume, right? There's a difference between light and low volume. But anyways, but first let's get to our shout out. Natalia Bonner, I have mentioned her a couple of times on our channel. I just think she is such a talented long armer, and she just blew me away when she did that 365 days of long arming, and I was just like, wow. She is incredible. So go check her out. If you haven't checked her out already, this is something important. She does a lot of ruler work, but she is really good at free motion quilting and coming up with some fun designs that you guys could use in your own quilting. So go check her out, share her some, give her some encouragement, tell her that Brenda from Conquering Mount Scrapmore sent you. Now, you're also going to have we're going to do a little voting here. I'm debating whether to put Spring Fling with strings or Quilt Bingo up next, and I want your input. Both of them are fun. Both of them are fun. The Spring Fling with strings, say that 9 times fast and see what it sounds like, is you're going to use your string fabric, right? The stuff where, you know, it's long and narrow and not necessarily even and all this stuff. That's what we're going to be using. Quilt Bingo is a skill builder. Now, both are fun. Both are going to be, you know, geared to, like, you know, people from all skill sets, and it's going to be a good, both of them are good scrap busters. So it's up to you which one you want to go with. Now, another thing you're going to find in the show notes, right? So you're going to vote on that. So tell me in the comments below which way you want to go, or if you're undecided or both, or, you know, whatever. It's going to be fun. The other thing you're going to find in the comments below, or the description box or show notes, is our Zoom sew dates from, we're filming this January 17th, about in the middle of January, right? So we've got some sew dates there now listed from now until May, but we will be settling up some plans there for camping with the grandkids and, you know, that kind of thing. So then we'll be able to put them out further. And that's going to be so much fun this summer with my grandkids, but we'll see. You know, like those dates are coming. The rest of the year is coming. Also, share, like, and subscribe our video channel. Our analysts are saying, like, half of you aren't subscribed, and it's like, okay, well, you know, we thank you very much for watching, but it would be nice to have you as a subscriber as well. And above all, make comments. Make comments. If all you have time to do is a heart, that would be so helpful. That would just help us out so much. Also, we have a Facebook group. We have a virtual sewing room in Discord that's hosted for the Facebook group. We have fabric exchanges by countries, numerous other community chats. They're all so much fun. There's so many now that we're just having a good time, you know, chatting in there. And the newest one now is where we do a sew along. You know, the sew along ones, they're going to start a chat for each sew along that we do, so that you can get help or assistance or, you know, whatever you need in there in that chat if you want to do a sew along. Also, I speak for free. I speak for free about making charity quilts, working with my scraps, and elements of design. And I take the elements of design very, very much about sparking your creativity. And it's my way of giving back to the quilting community, so I speak for free. I also hope to get a chance to talk with some of the members of those guilds or groups, and I am so inspired by them. They are some very talented people out there. Like, it's like, wow. So it's also good for me to do this as well. Also, if you have names for shout outs, please send them my way. I would love to hear who you are watching and would love to hear a shout out from, and we'll just add them to the list. It might not be right away, but we will add them out to the list. So I think that's all. I think we covered everything. Yes. Okay, so come on in. Let's get to the sewing of Split Star. Okay, we're at the sewing machine. Yeah, we're at the ironing board. Yeah, wow. I just about said it too. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put on our flip and stitch corners first. And these are so darling, but let's see. We'll get them. Now, I got hubby to iron these, so they are perfect. I'm going to just take the part and line it up. Just take our time lining it up. Okay, and now we're just going to, on that ironing line, we're just going to be kissing that line on this side. Like from this side we're going to be, because we're not going to be over on the other side because then we'll be too short. Okay, so here we go. All right, and we'll do another one. Yeah, we have 4 of these to do. This one was such a, I thought about it. I was like, okay, yeah. This one also, the center would be a great block for focal fabric, you know, the large scale prints. But I was looking for tone. I wanted something a little bit, not too contrasty to what we were doing. And a little bit more, you know, more softened. But we'll see. Here we go, and we'll get that on just so. Okay. If I'm doing a lot of these, I get really good at where that line is. There. There we go. You know, if you do lots, and I probably don't need one for 2 and 1.5 inch squares to, you know, corner, but with 2.5, it seems some days I'm really good and some days not so good. So, now, oops, let me get this up. And we're just going to cut one off at a time. Now, we're looking for coverage. So when we push this back, that means we have really good coverage, and when we have good coverage, we can cut it off. Now, very simple. Very simple little way of doing that. So I have 2 half square triangles. Now I'm going to take the next one, and I'm going to make it flip the opposite direction of what we're doing. Here we go. Now we're all lined up. Yes, we are. Here. There. Okay, again, I know. Ooh, that one's, oh no, that's good. That's good coverage. We can actually use these then as our leader ender. Maybe we should make some pinwheels. Maybe, yeah, maybe not. I don't know. Okay, grab another one. Yeah, we have lots of little orphan blocks. We are thinking about probably doing another orphan block challenge. Maybe next year. I have to load up on orphan blocks first. But to make it worth my while. Okay. Yeah, it's always fun. The orphan block challenges are always so much fun. Because they're just the perfect way of moving out blocks and, you know, and giving somebody hopefully a lovely quilt, right? So that's always kind of important to do that. Okay. There we go. There, last one. Yep. For cutting for now, and we start on the other side. There. Oops, go this way, go this way. There. Yeah. Now this has been a busy season for us here in January. It's like, wow. You think after Christmas you got done all your visiting and all your shopping and you could have time to sit and just be? Well, apparently that's not in the cards. Because, yeah, it's that kind of a thing. Okay, there we go. There. Now here is one. We're just going to put them back once they're up and ready. Yeah. Just checking very quickly. It doesn't take any time at all to check, and it saves you hours. And there's no tears, usually. There's no tears when you check. Take the time to check it. There. Nice. My leader ender project. You guys are always asking what the leader ender project is. And for today, we are making, we're just sewing together low volume crumbs that I found in my crumb bin for low volume. I figured, okay, it's time to move some of this stuff out. And we got a lot of small stuff out that way. And so you sew it together, then it's easier to do something with. And I will probably need all those pieces for the string fling, right? So, I mean, it's good to have some variety. So now, this is going to come, I'm just going to show it to you all. It's basically now an uneven 9 patch, right? So we can web this together, just like you would, you know, any other quilt block. It comes together that quickly. And I'm going to change feet because I like my 1/4 inch foot better for this kind of thing. There we go. Now for this kind of thing, I like my 1/4 inch foot. And I'm going to need it for the next block anyway, so I might as well put it on. Okay. Oh, right now that's what we're sewing. Okay. And then you take the next 2 pieces and you make sure and take your time, line it up. I thought this was such a cute print, this, with the little circles and little dots and hearts, and you know, I thought it was cute. And I thought, good grief, how long have I had this in my stash? Because I'm like, oh yeah, this needs to go. This needs to go. Definitely it needs to go. Because, yeah, it's, I'm embarrassed to tell you how long that's been in my stash. But anyways, this piece here. But we got it used. I took the piece of scrap out and I got it used up, and I'm like, oh yes, this will be lovely. This will be lovely in something. I don't even care what it is. Okay. Now, we put all this back and we make sure everything's going the right direction, which it is. And then we web again. Okay, we web it again. Okay, and we get this up and line it up. Get the other end lined up. Yes, it is. Perfect. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, and the last square. Yeah, this darker brown on here was a very recent acquisition. I'm very, very happy that I found it. I was like, ooh, so nice. Okay, there. Now, once you get this, like this, the theory is to check it to make sure that it's all sewn right. Because right now you'd only have to, if something was sewn wrong, at most you'd have to, if this was sewn wrong, at most you would have to pick open 2 seams, right? That's why you learn to web. But, let's see what we got here now. Okay, we are just going to put this like so. And, now, I've got a couple stitches in with my needle down. I'm going to nest the corner, and I want my seams to go away from this, right? So I'm just over, and now I'll unclip the other side. Okay. All right. Let's see. There we go. Nice. That's perfect. Wow. That came together like a breeze. Not that I'm surprised. Well, I should be surprised occasionally. But yeah, that one came together very quickly. Very nice. Okay. And now I'll just get a leader ender. And I'll show you how nice that came together. Because I pushed away, or I pushed the center in, right? It's going to be very, very flat. And this, I'm going to have to push out. But that's okay, right? So, let's do the other side now. Okay. And then I'll show you the whole back. And you can see the designs don't come together well unless you have a pressing plan sometimes. They're awkward or they're bulky. They've got bulky bits and nobody wants to work with a bulky bit, right? So you always need some kind of a pressing plan. But this, I was really surprised. Came together so nice. There we go. Beautiful. And this one's kind of beginner friendly too, because all you need to know how to do is the stitch and flip triangles. It looks hard, but it's not. Right? That's the important part. It looks hard, but it's not hard. Okay. There we go. And now I'm just going to finger press this open right quick. And I'm just going to push away from that center block, that big center block. Get rid of the string. So this is what happened. I pushed in this way on these two. Like I pushed it in and everything else got pushed out. These got pushed out away from the wing here, like this wing, like both of them are going out this way, right? So it creates a very, very flat block. And even here where there's the bulk, there's not a lot of bulk. So let me give this a good press and I'll get to our ta-da moment. Okay, here's our ta-da moment on Split Star. This is just kind of a lovely, quick, flat block. It just came together very quickly. It is beginner friendly, so this is just a really fun one to do. And you could probably pick your larger scale fabric to fit in this 8.5 inch square. Be perfect. And bonus points, I have 4 little hourglasses that I could sew together into a block and use it as part of a border for a quilt if I wanted to. So, I do hope you give this one a try. It was lots of fun thinking of this one here for you today. And I hope everything is going great for you in your life and that life is treating you very gently. So you take care and stay well until we meet each other again. Okay, bye! Hello again. We just want to thank you for enjoying our video and, you know, coming along with my husband and my YouTube adventure and quilting. And, you know, sometimes things don't work out as best they should, and sometimes they work out great. We're going, wow, that went well. But it's been an amazing journey, and I'm so glad I could share it with you. Share, like, and subscribe these videos. That really helps us out, and it helps us make more charity quilts, okay? So you guys take care until we have a chance to meet again, okay? Bye!